In this video, I'll show you how to solve the ALEKS problem called square root of a perfect square monomial. This is going to give us a square root expression, and it just asks us to simplify it. There's a couple of concepts that we're going to use to help us solve this problem. First of all, if we have the square root of two numbers that are being multiplied by each other, such as the square root of a times b, we could rewrite that as the square root of a times the square root of b. Also, if we have the square root of any number, we could rewrite that as that number to the exponent of 1/2. So square root of something is the same as just saying it's to the 1/2. And then last but not least, if we have a number with an exponent, so let's say we have a to the x, and that inside parentheses has another exponent on the outside, so we have a to the x to the y, we could rewrite that as a to the x times y. Multiply those exponents together. So we're going to use all three of these concepts to help us solve this problem. I'm going to rewrite the problem that I have to solve. That is the square root of 81x to the 14. And the first thing that I'm going to do is use this concept right here to separate this. I'm going to separate it into the square root of 81 times the square root of x to the 14. I know the square root of 81 is 9, so I can solve that portion. To deal with the square root of x to the 14, I'm going to begin by using this concept right here. The square root of anything can be rewritten as that thing to the 1/2. So I've got my x to the 14, and I'm going to take that to the 1/2. So this is just rewriting the square root of x to the 14 using the 1/2 exponent instead of the square root symbol. And then last but not least, I'm going to use this concept right here to solve x to the 14 to the 1/2. I'm going to multiply the two exponents together, 14 times 1/2. That's going to give me 9x to the 7. 14 times 1/2, 14 over 2 is equal to 7, and that's the answer. That's a simplified answer to this problem.